It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the NGNG. As we'll see a team from the American, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will get this season underway as toe meets leather. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll give it to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Let's talk a minute about North Texas. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but
turning it on. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you can tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. With the catch, it's Alexander. Got room at the 35. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
North Texas really has it going on offense. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about North Texas. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd zone at the 20.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got out of trouble and throws. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he got loose. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Looking to fire. He's got him still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'll immediately call timeout. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The running back has it. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little time. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Alexander. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. Open space at the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Still looking on the move.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Right on target this time. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is this whole dude's offense. He has 7 receptions to his running back through one quarter.
Down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It's all right. I'll exploit you.
North Texas will come to the line with a first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, North Texas. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. Third and goal. You got to make something.
Already ran that
down
same
here.
play
Throw it up
fucking
high.
4 times.
Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They're working that left side. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Puts it out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly complete. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Ohio State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
That is a big-time gamble, man. I was second-guessing the head coach deciding to go for that and not just kick the field goal in the last play of the first half, but he trusts the big fellas up front. They decide to run the ball. They get movement, and he plows his way in for a touchdown, and with it, take the lead on the final play of the first half.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Turns it on in midfield. All out of space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. North Texas will have to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A low line drive and not his best work. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. It's White. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alexander. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they take it in for 6 more points.
There's no way you haven't ran out of that fucking play call. Jesus
Like
Christ.
a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
Seen that China post as a fucking play that was used previously so many times.
We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long. So that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run. And I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something.
Dashing the knee on the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. And number 3 is coming soon.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Working that left side now. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
That's just so
Most
fucking corny.
Coordinators want to be
So
really
corny.
aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
That's corny. The fucking animation that it gave was corny. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the animation. You relax,
Wants to
bitch.
throw on first down.
God
And his
damn.
throw is incomplete.
I'm not even talking to you. I'm not even talking. I'm talking about the fucking animation. How the sky cam fucking changed. And then you took off running.
Plenty of distance
Because you're running your mouth telling me I got a 99 team. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he's
really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Swings it out to his running back. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Motion from the wideout. Gets it out fast. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Second down, he'll throw it. On target over the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He's going to let one go back to the middle. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, North Texas. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He'll throw it. This time on target. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to the right.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. East Carolina is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Pirates fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He'll try to take it back. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.